nature, all of the gods of the forces are pissed. God in general, she's pissed. She's pissed. And I need y'all to get y'all shit together. I can't intervene anymore and say, hey, they know not what they do. I mean, a lot of people don't know what they do, and some do know what they do and just continue to do it, but I can't anymore with trying to be that person. When people don't listen, you try to give them insight and information that is privileged. It's not information that a lot of people get. And when I try to help people, because the information that I get is in enough time to help people make better decisions. You give them this information, and these people continue to do the head banging against the wall. They just do what they want to do, and they don't make any change. And then when the incidences happen, they're like, oh, you did say that. No shit. How often do you have someone giving you information that's different from what you're doing? Like, I always refer back to the Bible because that's what people know. So using that as a damn guideline, you have angels that come and say, hey, this is what the fuck is going to happen. So get your shit together and do what the fuck needs to be done. The end. Those people listen, most of the time anyway. They listen, and things went according to plan. Now, when you try to tell people things, they tell you what a grain of salt. Throw it up, and they keep it pushing. Then the same shit that they are trying to avoid happens every fucking time. It could be any small situation. It could be a grandiose situation. It could be any fucking thing in between. They always bang their hands up against the wall because they're doing the same dumb shit that they were doing the entire fucking time. It's that whole facepalm meme that's been running around on social media where you have an angel just, has their hand on the palm on their face like, this dumb fuck. That's the shit that I have to fucking deal with on a continual basis. When I'm trying to help people, giving them insight to situations and saying, hey, this is what the end result is going to be. Not knowing the situation, still telling them what the end result is going to be, they still don't listen. And then when the shit hits the motherfucking fan and it's all over their face, they're like, damn, I should have listened. Yeah, you should have. You should have, and you could have saved yourself a lot of shit cleaning. But, it's fine, because it's not my situation. I just sit back for every one of these situations because it just shows me continually how stupid human beings really are. We try to find ways to heal. We try to find ways to do better. We try to find ways to make sense of life, and we still do dumb shit. Now, because I'm more in touch with my gift now than I've ever been, I don't do dumb shit anymore. Nothing stupid. Unless it's something that I'm supposed to dumb in order to learn another fucking lesson so that I can use that lesson to teach others. But in these 40 odd years of being on this damn planet, I have learned a lot. So I don't make mistakes anymore. People say, oh, you arrogant bitch, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. While you go and suffer through life, I'm going to take my arrogant ass over here and chill and not have a fucking worry. Zero. And the saddest part about this, yet again, is that we all have the capability to reach this point. Every last one of us. We have that ability. We have psychic abilities. We have intuition. All of those fucking things we have. For us to be the alleged dominion holders on this planet, we are the stupidest species. There are animals, bugs even, that are brighter than us. I will never get it, and I'm not trying to get it. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not trying to understand why people are stupid. I'm here to help people not be dumb. Not be fucking retarded in any way where they're doing shit intentionally. People are doing shit intentionally. When your life is fucked up and you continue to do dumbass shit and you continue to ask yourself why your life is fucked up. I'm here to get you out of that cycle, to stop doing dumb, fucked up shit. It's quite simple. It's just that we get in this habit, this cycle of repetition. Basic definition of habit. We get in these habits of doing the same dumb things and then asking why. And that's part of the habit, asking why. Why aren't things working out? Because we're doing the same dumb shit. Why are we doing the same dumb shit? Because we're in this habit of doing the same dumb shit. And asking why. It's just a fucking cycle. Break that shit. Break it. Just stop one fucking time. All you need is one damn time to do something different. And then the actual outcome is what you want. You'll recognize, hey, I didn't need to do that same stupid repetitive mess I was doing all of these years. I could actually stop doing that and do this one thing here. And I will not have those situations anymore. I will not have those hard times anymore. I will not have the heartbreak, the pain. I will not have any of that anymore. Because I would have stopped doing the dumbest shit on earth that I could possibly do. To myself and to others. That's what we need to recognize. We do not need to do the same things over. And I need to repeat this because people, they'll listen as soon as they turn this shit off and do dumb shit. And I ain't using the word stupid, but the actions of people and most of the times their thoughts really are those things, quite simply. I'm not going to scientify this shit. I'm not going to make this shit harder than what it is. I am not going to do that. I'm going to keep this shit simple so you can't say, I don't understand. Oh, well, you said it this way. No, I'm as clear as fucking day. The sun is out. I'm clear. You do not need to do these things that you're so used to. It's not going to change you. It's not going to make you something different. Everyone wants to hold on to what they're familiar with because they don't know anything else. Just like religion. People want to have religion so they understand. If you stop holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to, you can understand life. You get more of life. You get more of the great things that you're supposed to have. Dumbass, it's like it's even in the Bible. Let shit go. If it's taken from you, okay, great. Be Job. Let it be gone. You'll get blessed with more and better. So when we hold on to these schools of thought and all of these crazy things, we don't hold on to anything. It hinders our growth. It hinders our understanding. It hinders everything. Every piece of peace that we try to acquire, we try to obtain knowledge, we try to get to points of self-awareness and understanding everything. We try to get to those points, but we can't get there. We're holding on to old things, to people, to habits, to thoughts, whatever. We're holding on to these things and we're not letting them go. We're holding on to them like it's life itself. No, it's not. You and your actions and how you treat others and love others is life. If you're a miserable bastard and you treat people miserably, that's what your life is going to be. If you treat people loving and caring, then you'll receive that back. And your life will be so full of joy and happiness and all of the great things that we all are entitled to on this planet while we're here. When you have those things, you hinder your growth and you continue to, when you hold on to the old things that you don't need, you continue to do the headbanging against the wall. And that wall is not going anywhere. However, the flesh on your face is. It's not there anymore. You're bleeding to death and you're still asking the same question, why you're bleeding to death? So you don't think that not banging your head on the wall would be a possible solution to your problems? Okay, we have a larger problem then. How your views are. That's what the real problem is. How you view your life. If you think that you really have to bang your head up against a wall, maybe it's because society is telling you to do that. Maybe it's because that's what you understand your life should be. But whatever that is, it needs to be fixed. It needs to be eliminated from your purview. It needs to be cast away as old thoughts and unnecessary at this time. That's never what life is. God doesn't want that for us. She wants us to be happy. She wants us to be fulfilled and love one another and help one another and care for one another. Free things. It just requires effort. That's it. That's it. And we can receive all of the things that we desire on this planet, in this life, not the next one. I understand that people read the Bible and say, oh yeah, we do great things here and we're going to be guaranteed something in the next damn life. We still have to do what's great here now and still can be fulfilled here now. And the reward in the end will be that great. But we're working for what's going on now. Don't do that shit just to get something. Like, we need to stop doing that. The only thing we need to do right now, we need to do things out of the pleasure and the goodness of our hearts to help a person on the side of the road stranded. We're not doing that because we want to receive a check mark for a good deed of the day. That good deed of the day shit is because people don't do shit. So we have to set benchmarks for us on a daily basis to do good shit. Like, that's so sad. We have to tell ourselves, friendly reminder, do a good deed today. This should be part of like living and breathing. It should be something that comes natural. So stop doing that shit. Do it because you want to do it, not because you need to feel like you're doing something in the world. If you're that shitty of a person, then great, do that. Sure, whatever you need to do to get yourself in that habit. But people who are already in that habit of doing something naturally, snap, no question, no hesitation. Do it naturally without wanting anything in return. So we need to be in that habit and not do it because we want to be great in the afterlife. No, motherfucker, get your shit together now so you can be great in this life. When we start doing that naturally, when we start loving one another naturally, when all of these things become second nature to us, first nature to us, then we'll get to that point where we don't have to bang our heads and understand that that's not what the life living now is supposed to be. We don't have to bang our heads on the wall and bleed to death. We don't have to bludgeon each other with clubs and objects to get points across. We don't have to do that. We don't have to kill one another. There's no need for us to kill each other. Zero. We've done that for however long human beings have been on this goddamn planet, because there's so many different fucking answers for it. However long we've been here, which is a very long time, we've been killing one another. That's not what God put us here for. As we already know, God is a loving God, but her ass is pissed right now, and she is making us see what the fuck we're doing to one another. That's why all of this shit is in the open. That's why we have all of these things surfacing, all of these food recalls, all of this shit, all of these diseases and things that are coming to light, things that we're like, okay, there are new names for it, they're the same things, or things that are developing that are part of our evolution. All of these things are coming because she's pissed. The pestilence, the famine, the war, all of these things are here because she's pissed. And of course, everybody reads Revelation. We knew this shit was coming, and we still walked into it anyway. We walked casually, gracefully, floated on into the Revolution bandstand. We're sitting here looking at all this shit happening. We're peering out into the audience, and we're seeing everything that was said in that book. And we're still not doing a thing about it. We're just allowing it to happen and feeding more into it. You know, I'm not going to go into this because it's completely separate, and I need a whole new set of tape for that. We need to know within ourselves that this life can be great if we stop fucking up. If we stop doing dumb shit. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. It's not math that people can't get with symbols in it and no numbers. This is real life with real life actions, real life love, all of these things. Well, the problem is those don't exist. Not the good actions, not the real good love. But that's my point. If we knew that life was given to us out of love, then we would be free with our love. We wouldn't be doing these things that are eventually going to kill us. It's inevitable. Like the greed, the laziness. We were gifted with fire, and we said, okay, we're getting too tired of rubbing two sticks together and beating stones against each other. We need to find one person who could just supply us with all this shit. So then here comes the energy companies finding ways to power our homes, give us light and heat and cooking, whatever the fuck. And now, what do we have? All of this shit that's going on. It's all monopolized, and all of that shit is in dire straits because we allowed one or two people to control that shit. Now we're sitting here like, oh my God, this is what happens when we do dumb shit, when we stop thinking for ourselves, when we stop understanding what life really is, exploring what this beautiful planet is. The planet we're not going to have much longer because we're destroying it with our trash because we're too lazy to take our right hand and put it in the trash can that's right next to it, but we take our left hand and toss the shit out the window. That's the shit that got us where we are. The laziness, the greed I mentioned. All of those things. And then we're questioning, why are we here? See what I mean? We do this shit to ourselves and try to figure out why shit is the way that it is. I've actually heard people blame Mother Nature. How the fuck can you blame Mother Nature, God, all the powers that be, that it's their fault we are where we are? But the thing is, we were great in the very beginning. In the very beginning, you know, before Lilith and Adam and all of that. We were great until people decided to do the shit on their own. People decided to make decisions on their own, and that's when the ego formed. And that's when all of the other stuff came about that we read about in the Bible. Like, even in the Bible, people always gloss over, let us create these things. Yes, us, meaning the council members coming up with plans to create these individuals, but a great fucking planet. A beautiful piece of work of art that we are destroying. But again, another cast. We're here. We need to do what's right. We need to do what's right for one another. We need to do what's right for ourselves. In that order, in most cases. I mean, if it's something that we need to do for ourselves in order to be able to help others, great. But when we're out in the world, we need to put other people's needs before our own. If you see an elderly person struggling, but you are late for work, that 1 minute, that 60 seconds, you need to help them carry a bag to their car isn't going to make you any earlier. Think about that shit. Think about that before you make the decision not to help that elderly person or whomever you see that may need help. If it's someone on the side of the road on a busy fucking highway that is in a dangerous position, help them out of the way. There will be others to join you. I see it often. There are a lot of good people out there, and I'm so happy to see that. We need to help people recognize that they need to not be selfish and to help one another. Selfishness begets the same, because when you are that selfish person and you are in need, no one is going to come to your aid when you really need them. And then you're just going to be mad with the world. Why? Because you're getting what you gave? You can't be mad at that. This is the world you created. That applies to everything in life. If you're a disgusting individual, that's the world that you have. If you're selfish, again, that's the world you have. Whatever world you create is yours. So change it if you don't like it. Don't blame anyone else. It's no one else's fault that's the energy that you receive. Whatever your energy is what you get. We're like magnets, and I've said this millions of times, but it bears repeating. Everything I say bears repeating, considering no one absorbs anymore or listens. They hear, but they don't listen intently to absorb. We gotta be better with each other. We have to be better with ourselves. We can start with living greater, more fulfilled lives. Our head wounds will heal. The wall will not be a poster painted with our skin and blood anymore, because we no longer need that wall. That wall no longer exists for us to be ourselves against it. We need love to understand it. Love would never make us do that. Love will make us help each other. From love, we'll grow more love. Once we reach that point, we will be the human beings that the council created us to be.